few days ago, I watched the 1981 television special called Frank Sinatra, The Man and His Music. It's a great one-hour special featuring many of Sinatra's biggest hits. One in particular, though, made me raise an eyebrow when I saw the way the drummer was performing. The song in question is Girl from Ipanema. Here it is, here's the intro.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl...
Did you notice how the drummer was playing the drum set? Let's watch it in slow motion. Check it out. This style of music is called the Bossa Nova, and it became all the rage in the 60s. And Sinatra released an album with probably the most famous name in Bossa Nova, Antonio Carlos Jobim. And this song became the most famous Bossa Nova ever recorded and released. Well, I've played Bossa Novas in my career for decades now and have taught hundreds of students how to play Bossa Novas, but I've never seen anyone play a Bossa Nova on drum set like Irv Cottler did here. Irv Cottler, of course, was Sinatra's legendary touring drummer for the better part of 30 years. So, here's what's interesting about the way Irv is performing this Bossa Nova. He is holding a brush. The brush is closed. Usually the brushes are open like this. In this circumstance, it's closed. Playing the hi-hat with his right hand, and his stick is held in a traditional fashion, clicking the rim. Now, why is this unusual? Let's go through the variations of Bossa Nova that I'm familiar with before I show you Mr. Cutler's version. Traditionally, when I've seen people play Bossa Novas, or I've taught Bossa Novas, this is the way we do it. 2 sticks, one's upside down, your left hand, the butt end is sticking up, your right hand is held in the normal fashion, okay? So your left hand goes across the drum like this, snares are off, and you get this sound. The right hand plays on a closed hi-hat. Combine them, you get something like this. All right. The other way I've seen Bossa Novas performed and have taught and was taught to play them is as follows. You get a brush in your right hand, left hand stays the same, and you strike the snare drum instead of the hi-hat. So check this out. And of course you can add a bass drum and a hi-hat softly underneath, but for this demonstration I'm just focusing on the hands. So those are the 2 versions, 2 sticks or a stick and a brush played this way. Irv Cottler did neither of those. If we go back to what we said a few minutes ago, Irv has his brush closed and is playing the hi-hat with the metal part of the brush that we traditionally don't use unless we're trying to get a special effect on a cymbal. Let's check out Irv's Bossa Nova sound from this TV special. It's different than the other ones, right? If I have the butt end sticking out, you get this timbre. If I do it this way, it's an entirely different sound, okay? And this, of course, is much different than, okay? A little thinner, okay? So, it was interesting to me when I saw this because I remember the story about how Irv Cottler got hired to tour with Sinatra. The story goes that Irv Cottler was working for NBC television in Hollywood and was the house drummer and band leader on the Dinah Shore television show. And Sinatra happened to be making a guest appearance on the TV show. And the house band was going to back him up. Sinatra performed, and right after the performance, he went back and talked to Irv and said he really liked the way he played behind him and soft so that Sinatra's voice could be the star. On the spot, he offered him a job to be his touring drummer with twice the salary that NBC was paying him. As they say, the rest is history. So I just present this as another option because I know most people know choice A and B for the Bossa Nova. I've never seen the Irv Cottler version of the Bossa Nova. Try it on your next gig, see if the band or the audience dig it, and if they do, keep it in your repertoire. As is shown in this video, there's not one way to play any specific beat. So I hope the best is yet to come for you and your drumming career. Thanks for checking this out.